Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 0, 1 of 1 back again with Space Engineers. And we are currently down on the surface of the moon, and I don't remember why. Oh, right, we were doing something with the drills, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Oh my god, that sound just like jumped in there. Okay. But yeah, seems to be working all right. I'm pretty okay with that. Let's hop out of there so the sound doesn't break my speakers. Let's see. Got just like stuff all over the place. Do I have anything for silicon? I think that's what this is, right? Fairly certain. So probably silicon and magnesium off of both of these. That should be fine. Are you like out of power? Like what's going on here? You're not doing anything. Why are you not doing anything? Are you turned on? You are turned on, but you have no power. Why do you have no power? This is awkward. Aha. That's what happened. Okay. So, I guess, this decided to, or the Bobs decided to take the piston head off of that, because it's not technically a smart block. So that's fun. I didn't realize it could do that, but okay. Let's see. We want to bring this back up. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I probably want to keep this down. And then we'll just turn this thing off. Because I'm going to have to, like, slide this thing in here. And, yeah, I don't think there's going to be an easy way to do that. So, hinge. Okay, so that is not a smart block, apparently. So, now I have to move this thing slightly over to the side and then bring it up. And that's just going to be a whole thing, and I think these are turned off as well, so that's got to turn back on, that's got to turn back on. Okay, well, we get to, well, first off, I should probably raise this up, right? Not enough power? Is that what's going on? All right, fine. Can we get you to swing to one side or the other? No. Okay. Well, that's fun. Okay. Oh, because there's no power. Duh. That makes sense. So, I'm going to have to get this thing to move upwards and then also slide sideways. That way I can get this whole thing in there. So that's going to be fun. Let's see, let me go out. It should be good. Kind of in this general area, I think. Let's see. And we'll throw a piston on here. Now my hope is that this will just kind of like slide into where it needs to go. I don't think that's actually going to happen, but would be kind of cool. So what I'm going to try to do is get this thing to just kind of slide in here. Hopefully it goes up high enough. It does not. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we have to fix this then, sir. Okay. And then piston in here again. That's too high. Of course it's too high. Okay, then we make it work in a different way. Okay, so let us go with a half block in here. Okay, that is sliding to the edge a little bit over there, which I'm not really a fan of, because if that drops, it's just going to be bad for everyone. Is that going to be enough? Basically, what I want this thing to do is just to like slip down just ever so slightly. No? Doesn't want to? Okay. Can I make you slide down? Okay, I think it still has to go up a little bit more. And all of those drills running is what's kind of making everything a little slow right now, so... Oh, there we go. Okay, so I was kind of hoping that this could kind of maybe sort of slide in here. Apparently not. Okay, so we are at 2.09. Yeah, 2.09. So that's where we want this to be. So we'll make the maximum distance 2.09. That way I can just go back to it in the future. Okay, sir. 2.09. 2.09. Thank you. And then we'll throw a battery on here just to give us a little bit of power. And then we'll bring this down. Oh, right, you gotta turn it on first. Okay. Okay, and we'll bring this in ever so slightly. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's kind of where I want it to be, sort of. Okay. Now we just need this thing to... And then we get to watch it explode. It didn't explode. That's all right. Okay, so now that that's back in there and connected, of course we're gonna have to put like a block on here or something so we can... Oh, whoops. Let's get that filled up before I fall down here. That would be bad. All right. Okay. So now that all that is done, we can paint the rest of this. That should take care of all of that. All right. Now we want to go over to here, and I'm gonna have to put a block on here. So that way, you know, I can throw a panel on there, so that way it doesn't consider this to be a dumb block to be removed, but rather a smart block to be kept. It's kind of silly that I have to do that, but, you know, it's fine. All right, so I believe that should be good. And that is doing its thing. Wait, is that all the way extended out already? Dude. That went fast. Yeah, that is fully extended. So we have successfully mined another 10 meters down. Should give us a lot of stuff. But with that being said, we can speed up the game considerably by turning all of these off. And then, right, I gotta drop down to here. And then, let's see, we're gonna make this go to 0, and then this can go up to 90. And it should stop right at 90. Close enough. It'll get there. And then I can drop that down to pull this back up again. Okay, so this I'm going to reverse. Actually, let me just -1, bring it up quickly. Somewhat quickly, not super quickly. Okay. So that's all good. That should help the game go a little bit faster. We're back to producing whatever it is we're producing over here. I don't know what this one is doing. So we will put a question mark on this one. And then we can check this to see which one of those has the question mark. That is doing magnesium. So this can be magnesium. This one is doing silicon. Stone. This one is doing iron. This one is doing ice. More ice. Or we could just call this ice 1, ice 2. Ice 2, ice 1. Let's see, ice 3. Iron. This one is also doing iron. And this one okay, so that is all of these things, I believe. Then we have this one, which is doing gold. And then we have this one doing silver. There we go. Okay, so now everything is labeled. I can see what each one is doing just by checking out what the name is. That should work. All right. We've got these guys doing stone. We've got this one doing iron. We've got these ones over here doing ice and more iron. And we have the shadow of this thing going way over into the distance. It's kind of hilarious. What happened here? This is supposed to be my platinum over here. Looks like it broke again. Why? Okay. Well, I guess all we got to do is then just have the Bobs take care of it. I guess. Is this like even like a smart block? Like what's going on here? Like why was this one ripped apart? Is my question here. We'll just get rid of that whole thing because reasons. And then it falls and does the thing. Okay. It's like rolling as it's getting destroyed. Okay, well, I mean, there is kind of like an easy solution for this, and that is just to tell it to spit out the platinum, and then just rely on the Bobs to pick it up. But that is not not very ideal. And I have no idea where the actual drill is. Is it like over here somewhere? I thought it was. Am I blind? Oh, it's over there. Wow, okay. And also, I'm about to run out of fuel, so I should probably head back and recharge. Yes, thank you. Viking, welcome. With his customary emojis. Good. Alright, so that should take care of that. I am tempted just to create, like, towers. Oh, what happened here? Did you fall? You ran out of power? What's going on, dude? Do you, do you have a reactor? You do not. Okay. Well, that's what happens when you leave stuff unplugged. Yeah, I got no power there. Okay. At least it didn't, like, get destroyed too badly, so that's good. We are going to have to put a battery on there, though, so... Battery... should I do, like, this one? That'd be kind of hilarious, right? Get, like, a nice little tier 4 battery on here. Throw it, like, right there. Oh, that's probably... Am I going to be able to do that with the power cells, maybe? Yes. Okay. No. Careful. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. We got 2 minutes power. But we can actually power ourselves and keep ourselves aloft like this. That is insane. Okay. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Alright, so now we can go this way. Oh, no. Careful. Oh my god. Okay, let's turn these off. There we go. Much more manageable. Go. Backwards, in, backwards. Alright, good. No, other way. There we go. Okay. Are we, like, dying here? We're, like, falling. Okay, good. Connect. There we go. Okay. So that was fun. So that little tiny battery was actually enough to power this thing enough to get it back here. That is hilarious. And then we'll just get rid of it again. Wait for everything to get recharged, and should be good. Maybe. Potentially. Power in is, I think, maxed. So that's good. I could replace this battery with, like, a bigger one. The only problem is, I think that's the only thing holding this thing together. Is that little battery right there. If I were to take that out, I think the whole thing would fall apart. So, what I can do, if that is the case, is just build a little strap across the top. Just put that over there. Put another little strap over here. And then that can go across here and here. And then I can take the battery out and then put a new one in and not have to worry about anything. Battery tier 4. Let's see. That can go here. Perfect. All right, good. So that'll give it a lot more power. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, so little ship now, good to go. All right. Do I need to do anything else down here other than get the platinum hooked back up? Guess this is just going to be kind of like a maintenance episode. That's fine though, right? Because, I mean, this all needs to be done anyways. All right, so I'm going to attempt to make some towers going back where we need them to go. And now I need more interior plate. you don't mind. Hello. There we go. Interior. Good. Take just a bunch of those. Call it good. All right. Next. Okay, and then we'll throw on one of these things, and let's see, I want to make this look kind of fancy. Not too fancy, but kind of fancy. And then this, we can go with something like this. Half block. And we're basically on the floor here. Okay, and then we'll get that going. See if I can get under this. Under this? There we go. Okay. And that can just kind of go out to there, I guess. That I'm going to change out for this, however. And then we're going to go back to this and put a point on them. And maybe put like a blinking light. Red blinking light. Let's see. So that and that. Let's see. Blink interval. I don't know. 1 second, and we'll have this go 0.25. Oh, 25. There we go. Should be all right. Interesting little tower design. It's kind of gothic, I guess, in a way. But it'll just be to hold this stuff up, basically. And then we need to go that way pretty far, so that'll be fun. We gotta go quite a ways. Okay. Now, what I would like to do here, I think I can do it, is we'll do one of these, 2 of these actually, then we'll throw a hinge on here. Now I know this hinge is going to make this like another thing and it's not going to want to go into the ground. I get that. But I believe we can make it work. So that gets to go over to here. And then that gets to go over to there. And then we need to go back over to here. Grab that guy. Yeah. One more, that should be good. Get this one spun around. I think that'll be good. All right, and then need to get that into here. Let's see. All right, so that can go there, and then we'll go into just normal blocks across here. And then, I suppose it doesn't really matter how we put this in here, but put it in there properly. All right, and then spikes, right? 1 spike, 2 spike, and then we'll get another light. And then I'm just going to copy everything off of this one. It's just faster. Let's see, except for the name. Everything else I will copy. And then throw that into here. Good. All right. Now, this has to turn that way. So let me see how close I can get it first off. And then we'll see what we can do after that. And then it'll be like a permanent connection, and I don't have to worry about the bobs taking anything apart. Oh, geez. Hopefully I can make it back. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have a canister that I could take with me that has extra fuel in it, but then I'd just be running out of oxygen, so it's fine. All right. Dude, look at how big the shadow is on here. That's insane. All right, so this gets to go that way. Let me just make sure I can get myself in the right position. I think that should be close enough, right? All right, and then I will do another one of these. Now, I'm fairly certain that it's not going to let me stick this one in the ground, but I might be able to make it stick it in the ground. We shall see. All right. Yep. So it's not going to let me stick it in the ground, and that's because this is technically a grid that is not in the ground, right? So it's not going to let me stick it there. But like I said, I might be able to get it to think that it is. So, let's see, how do we want to do this? I'm sure there is a way to do this. Merge block? I don't think this is going to do it. I mean, technically, it should work. Can I do grid aligned, local grid? Gravity aligned. It's not really helping me. Okay, so this is local grid alignment, which is not... Oh, I suppose that is local grid. Dang it. Okay, so that's not going to work either. But maybe, just maybe. Well, actually, hang on. Let me get this back to grid aligned. We can rotate this, so it's the right way at least. Then go back to free place. And it should be pretty much exactly lined up. See if that works or if it breaks it. If it'll build. Okay, I think that just properly aligned it in the ground. Or did it not? It did not. Dang it. Okay, so now that I know that that is where that needs to be. No! And it floats. Dang it. Can I turn this thing back on and have it work again? Probably not, right? Nah, okay. How do I get it to do what I want it to do? That is the question. I can get it to lock to the ground, like with a magnet or something like that, but that's kind of eh. So let me just get it back into here. That kind of where it needs to be, sort of. Now, if I put this in here, it's not going to let me place that. What about over here? Can I place this one? It's not going to let me place that either, but it did lock it. Sort of. Still won't let me place that, though. Okay. Gino says, happy birthday, buddy. Well, it's got to be someone's birthday, right? Okay, so panel. Can I put that unable to place? Okay. Okay. Now, can I make this? I cannot. And then if I disconnect this, yeah, it just floats right out of there. Okay. Well, that sucks. Gino says, always, how's the project coming along? I'm trying to figure out how to take a subgrid that is connected to a grid that is connected to the ground and then get the subgrid to also connect to the ground. Yeah. I wonder if... I think that's probably not going to work. So if I turn this off or disconnect it, it just falls out. Okay. That's not cool, dude. Okay, so let's try this again. Gino says timber. Yep. And the nano beavers go ahead and eat the wood. So, all right, I'm gonna go and grab some hydrogen real quick. Viking says, "Oh snap! Happy birthday, my man." It's not my birthday. I think that's just Gino's signature entrance comment. But no, it is not my birthday. All right, so how do I get this thing to do what I want it to do? That is the question. Gino says, or sorry, Viking says, Gino, you fudged me up, LOL. I think that's kind of the point and why he does it. All right, so let's get this thing rotated again. We have to go towards that, right? Yeah. Kind of overturned it a little bit. About right there, I want to say, maybe. All right, so let us build again. Like, what is the proper way to do this? I mean, I'm sure there's a way. And then Gino says, ha ha ha, through emojis, of course, thumbs up, and you're welcome. All right, so that can now go back down to where it was before. One more, and then doot. Do we go one more? We can go one more, right? I think so. All right, so now we're gonna try something different. Whether or not this works. Oh no, that's just gonna make another subgrid. That's not gonna work. I need this thing to mount to the ground. Is this even going to be able to be placed in here? No. I kind of figured. Okay. We'll keep trying. We're not done yet. There is a way to do this. I know there is. Okay, so we are going to take this, take out that guy, give it a small hinge head. Okay. And then what we can do here is run this out. And then let's see. So if that goes all the way down to here, that's going to need... this isn't going to exactly work, but okay. So if I were to put this magnet on the end of a piston, it wouldn't solve the issue because the piston itself would still be a subgrid, right? So if we do this, and actually I'm going to need that to go out to 5 blocks instead. And the idea here is that we want this to basically slide down or rotate down. And at the same time this connects here, I want it to connect to the ground here. And that way, if both of the magnets activate at the same time, it will then magnetize this to the ground directly via a non-subgrid. I mean, technically this is a subgrid via that, but because that is the anchor point, that makes this whole thing not a subgrid. So, we shall see how and if this works. And then I may need to move this ever so slightly. Sir. Okay, so that's got to move up a little bit. All right. Other way. Just enough so I can put that magnet on there. That should hopefully be enough. But yeah, so for rover vehicles, you're going to need something like this if you want to throw wind turbines on there. Because wind turbines will only work if they are locked to the ground. And standard like boots to lock a vehicle to the ground is done via a piston, and that piston is a subgrid itself. So it doesn't actually lock the vehicle to the ground, which is why the wind turbines don't work. But if you do it like this and you make a sort of boot, I suppose it's more like a high heel, I guess. Then it should lock to both at the same time. Okay, and I just need that to get a little bit closer. Nope, down, down, down. Okay. Now, with this, if I lock that, it's locked. If I lock this, it is locked. Okay, so now this is locked to the ground. So now I should be able to disassemble or detach this, and it stays locked, right? Now I wonder if it will let me actually connect something in here to the ground. And I do believe it will. And because we are no longer, oh, wait, hang on. Okay, so we have to then turn this into a station, because I think right now it's not considering itself to be a station. So if we go into here and then we convert to station, okay, now we should be able to put that into the ground. Okay. And then all we have to do here is tell that to reattach. And we're good to go. When we're locked to the ground in two different places, in two different planes, in two different building grids. So I would say that is a success. And then, once that's all done, because this boot is no longer needed, we can just delete it. Easy enough. Let's see. Gino says, with subgrids and connecting it to the ground, you're trying to summon the almighty Clang. Gino says, I'm taking bets it won't work. And then Gino says, well done. I believe I won that bet, sir. So the reason why this is not invoking Clang is because I didn't detach this until this was locked to the ground, right? So that means that as soon as I detach this, its orientation, like this piece, orientation to this piece, stayed exactly the same. And that's why when it connected, there was 0 Clang. So, I told you there was a way to do it. You didn't believe me. And now I have shown you that it is possible. And then Iced Cone, welcome, says, I'm playing this game for the first time in 8-bit. Nice. I'm sure that the Space Engineer community will be happy to have you. And now we need this to go that way. And hopefully, my alignment here is fairly close. Iced Cone says, any tips? Well, first, are you an experienced player or are you newbie starting out, don't know how to survive, etc.? Because that is kind of an important thing to know first. Because if you are an expert at playing the game, the tips that I will give you will differ greatly than if you are a newbie. New. Okay, so if you go on YouTube and you look up a creator by the name of Splitsie, S-P-L-I-T-S-I-E, he has a lot of really good guides for new players to Space Engineers, and I think he actually just started one last week. So if you want to watch that one, you can keep up with him. And he gives, like, I mean, I learned from Splitsy, right? Like, he was, I don't know, like the OG, like, Space Engineers guy. So that's who I learned from. And, yeah, that is my best suggestion to you as a new player, is find his videos, watch them, and you will not regret it. Gino says, Splitsy party emoji, also wasted space if you're wanting to go into drones. Drones is more advanced. I would wait to go into drones until you have a good idea on how just basically the system in here works and like what to expect and how to work with and around Clang, our Lord and Savior. Because if you underestimate our Lord and Savior Clang, he will destroy everything. But I have found that Clang is a fair and just god. And provided you follow his rules, things can go quite well for you. All right, now because this whole grid is connected to that grid, which is already connected into the ground, this should have no problems connecting back into the ground over here. There we go. Perfect. Then we'll throw this local grid. That is not the local grid. All right. I have multiple local grids, so I think it just doesn't know how to differentiate between the two, but that works just as well. All right. Gino says, when I first played, I went straight to drones, and that's my playstyle. I'm not a fan of servers that have scripts disabled. And again, scripts is another advanced form of playing, and you need a certain skill set or a hell of a lot of practice to get good at that stuff, and I am not there. Like, I still don't know how to write scripts of my own, and as far as, you know, making drones, that's funny. Let's see, we want to probably drop down to about here, which is down 2. Okay, well, let's do that. So as far as building cool things that look like other things, I would say that I'm probably an expert at that. But when it comes to like the more like super advanced stuff, not there. Not even close. Now, stuff like these little towers that I'm making, this is like, I wouldn't say like newbie level, but definitely entry level. This is not complicated. I mean, trying to deal with Clang can be complicated, but for the most part, this is fairly easy. So I'm not trying to toot my horn here and say that, you know, I'm an amazing player or anything like that. I'm a creative player, I would say. And not creative mode, but, you know, like creative as in, like, I come up with interesting designs. And I think this has to drop another 2, actually. Yeah, we gotta go down 2 more. Okay. Well, it sucks, but what can you do, right? Just gotta go there. I miscounted, or misestimated, I guess, would be the correct word, but it's fine. And that should all get taken apart as well. Good. Let's see. Gino says 95% of my scripts are from the workshop, and Fleet Command script was hard to learn to begin with, but well worth it, especially on PvP servers as a solo faction player against multiple player factions. That's not my playstyle. I don't really like PvP too much, just because I would get owned, and I know I would get owned. Even in, like, you know, World of Warcraft, like, I get owned, so... But then again, with World of Warcraft, I like soloing stuff, you know, finding out creative ways to do things, different ways to do things, building cool builds, which is basically the same thing that I'm doing here. Like, I mean, look, this thing right here, this is not overly complex, but it is big and it does look cool. And that's kind of like my playstyle. All right, I need interior plates. I could probably use some more regular plate too. There we go. Good to go. All right, so now we need to go this way. They look so small from far away, but they're actually fairly big. It's crazy. But that's just goes to show you the distances that we're trying to cover here, so it's all good. Whoa, hey, that almost hit me right in the face. All right, let's see how well this lines up, if it lines up at all. I'm going to say this does not line up. Can I rotate this at all? No? Okay. I mean, if I could rotate it, it might be not so bad. It's still not great, but it's not... it is kind of bad, actually, the alignment here. I could probably get it a little bit closer. Actually, no, I can't, because I adjust the angle way back there, and I would have to take apart that tower and all of these pipes just to adjust the angle here. That's annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is cheat, of course. Not really cheat, but, you know, basically cheating. You'll see what I mean. It's basically cheating. All right, so we are going to go to these, which I believe should be roughly where that needs to be. And then we're going to take one of these things. Okay, so that lines up about right there. Okay, so that's not ideal. Then again, I could just like rebuild this whole thing. That would be a lot easier, I think. Let's do that. I think that, yeah, I mean, why am I just trying to like line this up? Okay, so I know that I need to get that basically exactly right there. So I know that, but now I just need to figure out how to do that. So we're going to throw on one of these things over here, and then we're going to throw on some of this, and it'll just lock into the ground automatically. So all I have to do is get this thing to connect to the right place. And actually, I'm going to go with this. And we'll go this way, and that way. And then we'll throw on one of these little corner pieces. Have that go that way. And then do another one of these. That should be good. And then I'm going to go and get the big miner drill. There we go. Big one. Perfect. And of course, this doesn't want to go there, because reasons. So, all right, so I need to put a block here, and then I should be able to place this on top of there, I believe. And then, let's see, we'll do a speed module on the back of this. It should be about right there. Good. All right. Now, that can be good. And then I need to make sure that this thing, advanced static drill platinum, we have to make sure that's actually picking up platinum. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go a little wider on this, I think. Gino says, congrats on 1K subs. I'll see you around. Happy birthday again. Do appreciate that, Gino. And it was nice of you to stop by. You should do it again sometime. I do appreciate having you here. Especially when you kind of throw everyone else off with your little happy birthday. I think that's actually pretty hilarious. All right, so that can go there. That should all be good there, possibly. And then this needs to go here. Gino says, no worries, I'll do it again. Don't worry about it. Nice. Then I will look forward to seeing you. Excellent. All right, so that can go to there. And then this is going to require this question mark. Yes, good. Okay, and then what do I need to do? I need to make sure that this thing is, can I actually reach that? Oh, I can. Nice. You are doing stone. Dang it. It's off by just a little bit. I need you to do platinum, sir, not stone. Okay, so if our platinum is over here, right? So we should be kind of, hang on. Let me go here and look straight down. Yeah, it should be like about right there. Okay. Let's push it out one more. See if we can get platinum on the next one. Of course, we gotta throw that block in there. Get our drill back. And then module for speed. Tier 4. Good to go. You need a metal plate to place this. Great. Can I access this and pull a plate through here? Haha, I can. Nice. All right. Now you can go into there. And then let's see if you have platinum now. You do. Excellent. All right. Now all you got to do, get turned on. Sweet. All right. Next. Let's get rid of that and then go back to our gray and good to go and good to go. Okay. So that is our little platinum mine right there. Be wonderful. And we got our towers leading over to it, which is kind of cool. We do need more lights, though. Oh, and I need jet fuel. Or jet, yeah. Hopefully we don't die. Imagine if our jet fuel like ran out as we're flying towards this thing. We just slammed into it going 110 kilometers per second. That would be hilarious. I know it's 100 meters per second, but still. It's funny. All right. Let's see. Lights. Yes. Okay. Light. Here we go. Light there and light there. Good. And then we will take that, copy everything but the name, and then paste that into each of these. And paste. There we go. I wonder if I should make a tower here too. Probably not. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be strong enough to hold itself up. But that should help us out quite significantly. And I don't think any of these will get destroyed because it's all directly connected to the drill, and the drill is considered a smart block. So I think that should be safe from the bobs trying to take them apart. So that's fun. Probably should have done like more of these, because I mean, like, you gotta admit, like from way up here that looks kind of cool. But anyways, now that I've got everything, I think, working as it should again, we can head back up here and see if that reactor has been completed yet. And if it has, we can unlock more stuff. Alright, so here we are, back up at our spaceport. It's not quite done yet, but we are working on it. Is that still... it disappeared. Okay, that is not what I clicked on, sir. Alright, so we have to check to see how much uranium we have. Uranium. We have 0.003. Not very much. We have 0.003 there as well. Okay, let's look in just cargo. Okay, so we have 0.06. Okay. And this can't go into there. That can't go into there. This can't go into there. This can go into there. Okay. So somewhere there's a disconnect. And then I also kind of wonder like how much stone we have. Stone. That's it? That's all the stone we have left? Apparently. Okay, how much iron do we have? 587,000. 4 million. Wow. Okay. I think we have enough to keep us going for a little while. At least we have 3.5 thousand magnesium. Gold is a little low. 381,000, 361,000. This is all silicon. 5.66k there. So we have about, what, 600,000 silicon? 700,000 silicon? That's a lot. Let's see, where are we? 809. I suppose I could just grab like a bunch of girders and we can start placing, you know, a bunch more windows up there. Because I mean, it's all got to get enclosed anyways, so the faster we do it, I think the better. So we've got that quadrant sort of kind of done a little bit, but we can do more. Alright, window. And yes, I know this would go a lot faster if I did the 3x3 windows, but I don't want to do the 3x3 windows. Okay. Alright. This is just a lot of clicking. Just a lot of clicking. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Making a little bit of progress towards the end here. Okay. Am I out of girders? I'm not out of girders. All right. Okay. Next. Now I'm out. Okay. More girders. Girder, good. There we go. All right, so there is that done. I could get the next 2 done, maybe. Or do I want to leave this open so I can get through here quickly? I don't know. So I think we're down to 1 viewer because this is exceptionally boring, but it is part of the process. It has to be done. So, I don't know. Cheers. Let's see. Is there anything else? Exploration frigate tier 4, iron barge tier 3. I kind of wish, I mean, I don't. Well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. That one of these guys would fly close enough that I would actually have to build some defenses on here. Yeah, this is going to be huge. And, I mean, we got to go down the rest of the way through here with all of these circles. So I got to make like a bunch more circles. Oh, there's a pentagron over there. That's just terrifying. But it's moving away, so that's good. That is probably the scariest ship out here. That guy right there. And also the hardest to kill. So the only way that I was able to do it is with the shield mod. And maxed out shields with nuclear reactors on a ship and loaded up with bobs. Viking says, yep, we're going to need longer streams. Longer streams. It's already an hour and a half. And then plus, I got to get like all my other videos made too, so I don't think I can do longer streams. So like with Stationeers, right? So I had everything that you guys have been watching this week for Stationeers was all done on Sunday. So, and that is what allowed me to do the WoW streams after work, because that's the only extra time that I had. So what I have to do is get myself caught back up in Stationeers. And I think what's going to end up happening with Stationeers is I'm going to just restart, because I think it's gone too far and I don't have what I need to survive. I mean, I'm still going to try, right? I'm not just going to give up, but I think I'm going to end up dying. And that's because like I need more stuff that I don't have, right? I need more time. I need more space. I need to figure out how like these systems work so I know how to implement them. It's just it's a whole thing. And I know that I need like a ridiculous amount of plants to create the amount of oxygen that I need to survive long term. But the problem is that with the carbon dioxide that I've got, it has to be cooled down cool enough that a plant can actually survive. Because otherwise, if I pump that room full of the carbon dioxide that I already have, it's just going to die. Or the plants are just going to die. So I can't just throw it in there. And then I'm also going to need water, which I'm running very, very low on because I've been drinking it all because I can't get things done fast enough because I have not had enough practice playing on Vulcan. I mean, I got lucky that I've survived for as long as I have. But I mean, it's not going to last. There's no way it's going to last. I mean, maybe it will. Maybe I'll hit another stroke of luck or something like that, but... Or maybe I can find a trader that will trade me water or, I don't know, air or something like that. Well, technically, no. I did buy a bunch of bottles of water. So maybe that's not the issue. But I am going to need oxygen. And I don't... Yeah, apart from smelting gold on its own, I don't think... And then, you know, taking that oxygen that comes off of that and then, you know, collecting it. I mean, that's the only way that I can think of. But I think even with that, you're just going to be getting trace amounts of oxygen. It's not going to be like a massive amount. So, I don't know, man. I'm glad that I've not had to think about Stationeers all week, which is good. But now that I have to make a video for tomorrow morning, yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Really, really not looking forward to it. But I mean, what am I going to do, right? It's got to be done. Hopefully we survive. We might not. We probably won't, let's be honest. And I know that Carl was letting me know about one of the viewers, I think it was Marvinian, I think, was getting a little ticked off that I was not playing Vulcan the most efficiently that I could. And, it's cool. Like, I'm okay with that. You guys can judge me all you want. I'm fine with that. But the issue is that he complained about it on Discord, which is a good place to do it. But at the same time, like, I'm not the one running the Discord, right? Carl's running that. So he's the one who's got to look at this and figure out whether or not he needs to moderate it or not. So, I don't know, like, what the Marvinian wrote wasn't anything bad, right? So I was cool with what he wrote. I didn't change anything. I didn't moderate anything, and I don't think Carl changed anything either. But it was getting a little heated, I guess. And so, I mean, like, I just responded to him. It's like, hey, man, I'm still trying to learn this. Like, I'm not an expert at this. I can't do everything efficiently right now. And, you just got to be a little patient with me. I'm probably going to fail. So, I don't know. It is what it is. Anyways, what time is it? 8:22? You know what I would like to do right now? I would like to level up my character in World of Warcraft. So, it's a little early, but I think I'm going to call the stream here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what we've done so far. We did a little maintenance down there on the surface. We got our drill, well, that entire 10 meters of additional stone drilled all the way out. We set up the towers for our platinum mines. We fixed a couple of the other mines to make sure that they're working properly. And then we came up here, we laid out some glass, which is good. I mean, it's got to be done, right? There's just a lot of glass that has to be put out there, and it's going to take time. And I'm not playing this like outside of the stream, so you guys are just going to have to bear with me. But I do appreciate all of you coming out here. And then Viking says, thanks as always, Zero. Thank you, sir. But yeah, so that is going to be it for the night. If you liked what you saw, come back again tomorrow night, 7 p.m., same time, same place. 7 p.m. Central Time, specifically, from Freedomland, which is America. Oh, and in case you guys have not seen it, Tucker Carlson interviewed a certain president of a certain country that is not America, and I got a chance to listen to the entire interview today. It's 2 hours long, but it is very informative, and it sheds a little bit more light on the current situation in certain places where America may or may not be at war, which we aren't technically, but we kind of are, but we kind of aren't. But it kind of shows the other side, and I think it is very informative, so give it a watch. And then also, if you have not watched the Y-Files, they put out a video yesterday. Go over there, watch that. That was really, really interesting too. Let's see, who else do I want to show on here? I think that's okay for now, right? Right. Okay. Anyways, that's all I got. And